Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. And now something slightly different today. I'm just about to walk you around a converted grade 2 listed apartment in Rotherhithe, London, that Unique Property Company has had a sale running on for a couple of months now. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we'll exchange contracts today. To anyone that's not familiar with the English property law system, exchange of contracts is when the transaction between the buyer and the seller becomes legally binding. After or beyond that point, there's a period of time to which the solicitors for both parties, the buyer and the seller, will be gearing up for legal completion and allow us to be handing the keys over on completion day. Now, there are a couple of reasons I wanted to walk you around this property, even though it's technically sold. Firstly, it is a gorgeous space. Secondly, I hope it demonstrates a decent track record as far as us as an estate agency is concerned. We do actually sell properties rather than just stick them on YouTube and stick them on the market and do nothing. Lastly, it allows me to indulge myself in my obsession with London history and London property architecture. So the building I'm in is what's known as Hope Sufferance Wharf, and it dates back to around 1850, and it's had a number of uses over the years. It's been a food warehouse and a coal wharf, I believe, at one point as well, but it's a gorgeous building, and for me the setting of this place is even better. To coin a bit of a cheesy phrase, it's really a proper little urban village, I suppose. We're next door to St Mary's Church with the views over the churchyard from the front of the apartment here. We're on the Thames path, which is an historic route that runs all the way, hugs the River Thames, all the way up to Tower Bridge and London Bridge, which I can see through the window. We'll come on to that in a second. And across the way, we've got the old Watchtower, which is now an excellent coffee shop. Now, the Watchtower got its name as it used to be a vantage point to police the churchyard during times when body snatching was a common event. Grave robbers would regularly dig and exhume newly buried people to sell them into the medical industry for research and dissection in the 1800s. And given my love of old historic London boozers, I can't not mention the Mayflower, the pub that gained its name from the Mayflower boat that set sail on its so easy for me to say, its maiden voyage to America via Plymouth on its way up the Thames. As with all the other historic pubs at this end of the Thames, that one is highly recommended, and I would absolutely recommend a visit to soak up the atmospheric surroundings. It's a real treat. Right, okay, that's it. All done and dusted with that. Let's press on with the tour. Right, so here we go then. This is the Thames path, and this historic walkway that runs through what is, or collectively makes up, Hope Sufferance Wharf, and that's the building we're going to be heading into. I found actually a picture online, so that hoist is part of the original industrial feature that was retained as part of the listing, and I found a picture online from 1979 which has got it on display when it was a semi-derelict warehouse. It's fascinating. This is all part and parcel of the original building and the other part of the development, and this is where the parking is. And then as we wander along the pathway here, this is the communal front door for the flat, and we'll be heading into here. Right, let's get this quietly closed. That's front door, flip the camera around, and we'll start from here. Now, what can I tell you? So this is, it's an 893 square foot warehouse conversion on the Thames. The asking price on this was £750,000. It actually came up for sale just before Christmas last year. The reason I wasn't able to film it then is because it was tenanted. We've been looking after this property for the last 4 years. It's been tenanted by the same person. He didn't really want people coming in videoing it while he was living there, which is totally fair enough. So this is the only day I've been able to get in. He moved out at the weekend. The owner is driving from Stockholm in Sweden, where he lives, to pick up the remainder of his furniture. But it's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. This is on the lower floor. It's obviously a converted warehouse, and when it was previously first converted, the developers tried to retain as much of the historic aesthetic as they could. So you'll see brickwork at various points around the apartment. The flooring, whilst it's not original, is a very nice addition. It's solid wood floor pretty much everywhere. That adds to the industrial feel that they've tried to recreate. But lots of volume, lots of light. This is, well, that was the second bedroom that we were just walking around in. This is the dining area. Table was here previously. It works very well with this open plan kitchen. Wooden countertops. Quite a cool coffee machine there. And that window which faces out onto the Thames path and the churchyard on that side. But for me, this is where things start to get very cool and very interesting. So we've got this first little half landing which carries us up to a rather nice open plan living space. Creaky floorboards, lots of brickwork. Ceiling height in here is excellent. I would say a good 12 feet conservatively, and that window, which pretty much is the feature of the apartment. Look at that. We are on the River Thames. Amazing views. It's the 3rd of March. Spring has very much kicked in, and with this gorgeous actually blue sky backdrop, we've got the city. You can see the top of the Gherkin, the walkie-talkie building over there, Heron Tower, and then just over there the Shard. It shows you where London Bridge is. And you can just see the left-hand column of Tower Bridge, and that view. I don't think I'd ever get bored of watching the ebb and flow of the tide through this fabulous Crittall style window. We're also on the, what I'll just call it the historic pub triangle. So over there, just if I can point it out there, that is the Captain Kidd pub. That's the third of the 3 really important historic pubs on the Thames. Just over the other side there, where that barge is just floating through. Just beyond that is the prospect of Whitby, and obviously we're next door to the Mayflower. So you've got the 3 really cool, very historic pubs. That's a view back down towards the lower level, and then another half landing up here to bedroom number 1. Nice sized double bedroom, loads of brickwork, the wooden flooring, and another window on this side opening or facing out to the churchyard and St Mary's Church. It really is a gorgeous area here. It's so quiet. It really is. It really does feel like a village. And then just here, you just make out, running from front to back, we've got this enormous beam running all the way through the apartment. Look at that. That is solid as you like. And last but not least, shower room with its fully tiled walls and tiled floor. Cubicle in there. There we go. So that's what around £750,000 will buy you on the banks of the River Thames. This apartment did actually come with parking as well, so bear that in mind when you're if you're considering looking to spend that sort of money. That is where you will be aiming for in terms of additional features. And one last look out the window before I sign off. Okay then, that's the tour taken care of today over here in Rotherhithe. I hope you don't mind me sharing details of something that I've technically sold, but I do hope you've enjoyed the tour nonetheless. As always, I would really appreciate it if you were to give this video a thumbs up or consider subscribing for future unique content of properties that I'll be touring as part of my daily grind as I run around London. I've got 2 more videos in the pipeline as it happens. One's in Brixton, that's a converted light bulb factory, and another one in Fulham, and that one is a converted paint factory. Both are very cool, so please keep checking back into the channel. And don't forget, if you're on the hunt for something unique to buy or rent in London or the south of England, you can always check the website for all the other properties we have available at any time. uniquepropertycompany.co.uk is the website to head to. You can email me directly, that's simon@uniqueproperty.tv, or you can call the office 0203 987 1739. Thanks again for joining me. I look forward to seeing you on the next tour. So until then, take care.